What's up? It's Mailbox Monday. I'm Roy Furr, and today you have an opportunity to watch my mind work, to pick my brain. That's what this Mailbox Monday thing is all about. Like, you ask me questions and you get to see how my problem-solving brain works. And yeah, you get the benefit of my experience in that, but you also maybe have a model that you can follow for how you might be able to solve problems. And the thing is, like, pretty much all marketing and entrepreneurship is problem solving, like figuring out how can we make this thing happen. And the better you get at problem solving this type of thinking, the more effective you'll be in marketing and entrepreneurship. So I have a subscriber who asked about how to launch a specific type of client business. And yeah, it is very specific. But I'm not opening with that because I always break it down into principles and strategies. And the principles and strategies that I use are universal. So you can take the same thinking process and you can move it from this client business to that client business to that client business. So even though this particular person wants to know about starting a videography business, the same thinking applies if you want to start a copywriting business or if you want to start some other business completely, right? The superficial details, the tactics that are used may start to vary a little bit, but the deeper thinking, the principles and strategies are universal. So today's Mailbox Monday question is, he says, the biggest struggle I'm having right now is getting clients as a videographer. I'm stuck on how to generate leads and craft an irresistible offer to land clients. I've been studying marketing for years and launched several other successful businesses, but with this particular service, I've been stumped. It would be awesome if you could provide a perspective on how you would go about getting clients for this particular service. Thanks, LR. And don't forget, there's a link in the description if you have a question you'd like to have answered in an upcoming episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets in Mailbox Monday. It's Ask Roy Your Question, breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com/ask. Again, the link is in the description. And while the intro plays, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more content like this delivered to you. These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Roy Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough. All right, before we dive in, check out the first link in the description to the Launch Your Client Business free mini course. It goes way deeper into this stuff than I can cover in a single episode because it's 3 episodes that go, again, deeper into how to launch your client business with this same type of universal problem-solving thinking based on principles and strategies that work regardless of the client business that you are trying to form. So let's walk through this process. If I was starting a videography business, how would I do it? Well, the first thing you need to do, really in any business, the first thing you need to do is you need to define your target market who. Like, who is it that you're building this business to serve? And because videography is such a wide, it's a very well-known skill set, right? The question is, who's already hiring videographers? It's like, who's hiring copywriters? Figure out who's hiring copywriters. Who's hiring videographers? Figure out who's hiring videographers. Who's hiring ad agencies? Figure out who's hiring that. Like, who is already hiring videographers, right? And do your market research. And so you can look for others. You can look for other people who are being successful as a videographer. Now, I'm not necessarily saying like, oh, National Geographic, whatever, is hiring videographers for their content on all around the world, unless that's very specifically what you're trying to do. But I don't think you'd be asking me that question if that were the case. I think maybe you want to be a local videographer. You want to help people in your local market, right? So look for other people at your level who are doing something similar, who've built a similar business, not necessarily a competitor in your town if you're going to do it locally, but somebody in different cities. So I would look for, a Dallas videographer, a Minneapolis videographer, New York City videographer. Like, I would just look all across the country or all around the world and see who is currently running these businesses and who seems to be coming up first in terms of search engines. Look at what packages do they offer? What markets are they speaking to? Now, a good videographer probably actually doesn't post their packages on their website, but you could probably start to get a sense of, what they're offering by identifying, okay, I do videography for weddings. I do videography for business events. I do videography for whatever, right? So do your market research and look for other people who seem to be doing what you want to be doing, right? And try to get an understanding of the types of services they offer and who they offer them to. So some examples, just these were things that come off the top of my head, and some of them may be more or less familiar to you or more or less in alignment with what you want to do. There's, of course, weddings. Weddings are super obvious. They're a big event. People, when they're having a wedding, they tend to spend a lot of money on it, including on things like videography, right? And so the who becomes the bride and the groom. Primarily the bride, if we're being honest about how most weddings are planned, but you want to make them and the rest of their family and everybody else involved with the planning of the wedding somebody who you are considering as you are speaking to that market, if that's who you want to go after. You could be a videographer for video advertisers. So they could be people who are advertising on TV. They could be people who are advertising on YouTube. They could be people who are advertising on Facebook video, right? Video advertisers. That's maybe a different type of service. But notably, that's a service where they may actually be willing to spend a lot of money for a good video, and they may actually be easier to work with than, for example, somebody who wants a wedding video. There's VSL creators. Now, primarily, that's somebody who knows how to edit a bunch of video, and you probably wouldn't have as much like camera time, right? But if you are creating marketing videos for direct response advertisers, that's a whole different skill set of video sales letters, right? That's a whole different skill set and a whole different business model than if you're trying to shoot weddings and edit the video, right? Any kind of business info video could be, businesses are having videos done all the time. And so if you're speaking to that audience, if it's a manufacturing company, maybe they need to get a bunch of cool shots of the manufacturing process happening that would be edited into a video for their potential clients. Who knows, right? Any kind of content creator may benefit from having a videographer. I would look at the ones, I don't know, like there's a lot of different audiences that we could think about here. You could also think about sports teams, like local colleges, semi-pro sports teams. They may have a need for either during the event videography or videography around the event, meaning, everywhere except for during the game, right? Event producers or promoters of all kinds may need videography. Somebody who's doing a big event, they may want video records of it, even if it's not like an official video of, let's say, the performance, right? If it's like a seminar, maybe they actually do just need somebody to set up in the back and to be there to edit, etc. But it could be concerts, and they don't necessarily want a concert video, but they want some videography that represents it for later use, for like a highlight reel, that sort of thing, right? I don't know. The key is, I just came up with all of these ideas of these different who's, these different market segments off the top of my head. When I ask myself that question, who's going to hire a videographer? Who might hire a videographer, right? And then you identify the markets that are most appealing to you, and you say, what urgent problem do they need to solve? What urgent problem do they need to solve? So who needs a video? Who needs a video? Maybe the wedding decides they need a video. The person who's running YouTube ads needs a video. Like, they need multiple videos to test, right? Is this a one-time event, or is it an ongoing need? So you may connect with someone who does, I don't know, monthly seminars or 2 or 3 seminars a year. And that may be an ongoing need where you would form this relationship with them and build that up through time. You may connect with weddings, and they're only going to need it once, probably. So is it a one-time event? Is it an ongoing need? What problem are you solving for them? Are you documenting a full event? Are you solving the problem of a more effective video to get views and conversions through YouTube advertising? What need do they have? And then among those who, and you start to define who it is and what problem you're solving for them. These people who have this problem, are they ready, willing, and able to spend on the solution. That's important, right? Are they ready, willing, and able to spend money on the solution? So you could get like an amateur YouTuber who wants a super cool video, but there's no monetization strategy or anything like that, and they don't really have any money to throw at it. So they're not ready, willing, and able to spend on professional videography services. You could try to sell me on being a videographer for my YouTube channel, but I have a process that I follow, and I have a format, and I like my format, and I'm not looking to, especially when it comes to daily production, and you're not going to convince me to hire a videographer for these daily episodes. Like it's just not going to work, right? So who's ready, willing, and able to spend on a solution? So check your who. Think about what the video is worth to this person. So like that amateur YouTuber who doesn't really have a monetization strategy, that video may not be worth that much, but a business who is used to buying, $1,000 a day in traffic and looking for their next YouTube video that they can scale to $1,000 a day or more, like that video might be worth a lot to them, right? How essential is it to what they're doing? The bride and the groom who maybe want a video, but don't consider it essential, but they do consider their photographer essential. Like that's different from the bride and the groom who decide that I need a video. Like we need a video versus, we're interested in maybe having a video of our wedding, right? Like it's an important distinction between those things, right? So we've gone through defining your target market, your who. What urgent problem does that person need to solve? And then what unique solution do you offer to that problem? So I often think of this in terms of the Dan Kennedy question, which is, and I'll say it kind of slowly here, why should I, your perfect prospect, choose to do business with you over every other option available to me in the marketplace, including going with a competitor, solving the problem myself, or perhaps not even solving the problem at all? So I'm your perfect prospect. I'm your who. Why should I choose to buy a solution from you versus a competitor, versus grabbing my phone and doing the video myself, or using my webcam and recording my episodes myself, right? Or not solving the problem at all, not having a video of my wedding, right? Only having pictures, right? So your unique solution should answer that, right? Whatever you decide to offer in terms of your videography service or whatever your service is, right? It should address those things. Why is it better than the competitors? Why is it better than doing it yourself? Why is it better than not doing it at all? And as you convey this solution, it should be a solution to the problem, right? But give me confidence that you're able to provide that solution. Give me confidence in your ability and your skill set that I'm going to be not only satisfied, but I'm going to be ecstatic by the time we're all done. Convince me that I'm going to love the video that you create on the specific buying criteria that matter to me. So if it's a YouTube ad, I'm gonna love it because it makes me a lot of money. If it's a wedding video, I'm gonna love it because it's beautiful and it's gonna remain beautiful in like a timeless way that I'm gonna love watching it 3 decades from now, right? So what unique solution do you offer to the problem? And like, how can I have confidence that I'm going to be satisfied that I'm gonna get what I want out of this? And then what's the offer that you're going to make? What's the offer that you will make? The offer is the solution to the problem. It should match that, but you want to make it specific. So it could be a full service wedding videographer, right? There is a complete package to that. It could be 5 YouTube ads for YouTube ad variations for testing based on a single offer. It could be I create a VSL for you in 2 weeks script to final product. It could be whatever it is, right? Make it specific, and you want to make sure that as you're presenting this offer, you focus on the people who are the best fit for you, and so and you want to somebody who. You don't want to chase after any fit. You want to differentiate here that if you are the best fit for me, I'm going to be the best for you. I'm going to be the person that you want to work with. So for example, if you're just looking for a videographer who's going to show up and shoot your first dance, that's not the level of service that I provide. I provide this, like, I create a intimate and tasteful and timeless memory of your wedding day through being with you from the beginning of the day until the end of the day. And as your videographer, as your wedding videographer, that's what I do, right? Or whatever your perfect audience is, your perfect prospect is, you want to design your offer to be a best fit for them, and not so for copywriting, I talk about this thing, we'll write for food. And it's basically, if you're willing to pay me, I'll write anything for you. The equivalent for a videographer would be, we'll shoot video for food, right? You don't want to just shoot video for anybody who's willing to pay you a little bit of money to shoot video. That's not going to get you respect. It's not going to help you build a business where you are attracting quality clients as a videographer. You need to define everything it is about your business, your offer, and you need to build it for who you most want to work with, and you need to make that decision, right? And then when you do that, then when you put it in front of them, then they're able to say, wow, this person is like the exact service provider that I need. This person is the exact videographer that I need. And so when you define your offer, once you define your offer, you need to think about, how will you put it in front of them? How do you reach this audience? What media can you use to connect with them? Media could even be person to person, or individual phone call. It could be running videos, it could be search ads. It could be whatever it is, right? What media are you going to use to connect with them, and how will you catch their attention? How will you let the person who is the perfect prospect for you know that, hey, I'm exactly what you're looking for, right? You're looking for a high quality wedding videographer. I'm a high quality wedding videographer, right? You're looking for someone who shoots conferences and seminars for your business. I shoot conferences and seminars for your business. And so you want to catch their attention in the best way possible so that they know that your business is built to serve them, right? And then how can you help them make their decision? And for this, I think of something like a buying guide, like a bride's guide to hiring the best wedding day videographer, or a YouTube advertiser's guide to outsourcing video production, video recording and production, or whatever it is, right? Like, you create the buying guide to help them make their decision about who they're going to hire, and you establish the buying criteria involved with that. And then define your sales process. Lead generation could be, hey, we offer this buying guide for people who are interested in hiring a videographer for this specific need. Are you interested in that? Give me your email address and I'll send it to you. And then if you'd like to talk, maybe there's a call to action even in the buying guide. There's call to actions on the thank you page, the download page. If you'd like to talk, I offer a free consultation regarding hiring your videographer for your next event. Here's how you schedule that appointment with me. And then you do consultative selling on there. You figure out, are you a fit? Am I a fit? Like, are we a fit together? Can I give you what you want in terms of the video? And you, really what you're trying to do during that consultative selling appointment is you're trying to disqualify as well as qualify them. Figure out if they are a fit. Do they have the problem? Are they interested in your solution? Do they believe that you're going to provide the solution that they're looking for? And then you eventually make that offer. You don't want to go straight to the sale. You don't want to like approach people cold and say, hey, are you looking to hire a videographer for your wedding? And they say, I got married 24 years ago and I don't think I have another wedding coming up. That's not, you don't go straight to that. You find a way to walk them down the garden path up to the point where once you know that they're qualified and interested, then you can say, well, here's what my packages are. And when you define that process, then it becomes much easier to actually walk people through each step of the way. And then test, right? If you are brand new to this and you're struggling to figure out exactly what you're going to do, it may be to your advantage to get specific for lots of different markets first, or at least the ones that interest you. So you may actually set up a whole like microsite or website for wedding videography, if that's maybe something you're interested in. You could set up a site for YouTube ads, for like producing YouTube ads. You could set up a site for I don't know, seminar video, conference and seminar videography. And whatever it is, right? You could get specific for lots of different markets first. Like try maybe the top 2 or 3 that are the most interesting to you. And then see which ones are good buyers. See which ones are clients that you like. See which ones are a headache and see which ones are easy to work with. What is easy and lucrative for you to be doing in this regard? And then when you have done some testing, when you have, put a little bit of effort into a few different, maybe a certain path is going to make its way, make itself very clear that you want to walk down that particular path. And then you can continue to build on that. And again, this is about this core thinking. You have to go back to the beginning and you say, who is this for? What problem am I solving for them? What is my unique solution? What's the specific offer? How am I going to put that in front of them? And then like, how can I test this to make sure that it's going to work and it's going to work like I want it to? And when you do that, when you take that approach to launching or relaunching a client business, that's how you maximize your chances of success. Don't forget, if you have a question like this you'd like to have answered, there's a link in the description to ask Roy your question. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more content like this delivered to you. And don't forget that the very first link in the description is to the Launch Your Client Business free mini course. If you just got a ton of value out of these 21 minutes, then what you get in those 3 episodes will just over deliver in spades. But you have to sign up for it using your email address at the link in the description. It's the Launch Your Client Business free mini course. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Hey, I'm here doing this every day, delivering value to you about copywriting, marketing, business building, and more. And I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.